Today we're going to talk about gas turbine power plant maintenance and something that's very common to gas plant owners, and that is long-term service agreements or LTSAs. My name is Nicholson, and in this short video I'm going to share key insights that may save you either economic or technical hardships further down the road, or maybe even both. So, do you have a service agreement now? Or are you going to renegotiate or change your agreement? Or perhaps enter into a new agreement with a different service provider? If so, here's our top 10 tips to help you get the most out of any such negotiation. Number 1, plan and set a strategy. LTSAs by definition are long-term and are relatively complicated agreements. For this reason, appropriate planning prior to setting a winning strategy is essential. The goal is to determine a clear set of needs and wants for a profitable and executable LTSA over the term. Advanced planning can take and save on costly mistakes and mitigate hidden costs that may survive for decades to come. Number 2, consider the competition. The service provider landscape has transformed over the last 15 years and continues to do so. Moreover, it's ripe with various vendors and options. Considering alternative acceptable options provides a point of leverage in any LTSA negotiation. With such leverage, you can increase the probability of an improved outcome. Number 3, clear scoping of the covered equipment. The scope of LTSAs can be complex and should begin with defining the covered equipment. This determines the scope boundary of the contract as well as exclusivity rights and boundaries of warranty provisions. You should be aware of what you're locking into as well as what scope will be outside the agreement. Number 4, planned versus unplanned. Great, so you've identified the fixed scope of supply and all of the scheduled maintenance, or have you? Clearly understanding and identifying fixed scope in the form of scheduled maintenance and any additional billing, such as extra work or unscheduled maintenance, is essential. This will help you avoid unwelcome and perhaps unbudgeted additional costs. Simply put, planned is paid for, everything else is extra. A common oversight or miss is the cost of unplanned maintenance during a scheduled maintenance event in the form of findings or emergent work, or on inspect-only components. Tip number 5, think with the end in mind. The natural end of a contract can be due to numerous different triggers, such as a maintenance event, a time-based end, or engine runtime in terms of hours and starts. You should ensure that a contract ends on an event. This way, you will get the full value for the maintenance events that perhaps have been prepaid for. Exclusivity. Number 6, buyer beware. The service provider typically holds exclusive rights for the covered equipment. Moreover, this may include additional billing items. That is to say, a service provider may restrict your options with regards to emergent repairs or optional scope, say such as a rotor repair or replacement. This may limit competitiveness, quality, or even timing of such work. Tip number 7, warranty and a service provider's risk mitigation. You have warranty, right? Typically, not all parts and services have the same warranty coverage. Additionally, warranty coverage may not cover the cost to access and replace the part, known as in-out costs, which will likely far exceed the cost of replacing an individual part. Tip number 8, collateral damage versus warranty. Let's say during operation a part fails in the turbine section. That part subsequently damages adjacent static and rotating parts. Moreover, the part is under warranty. The service provider may only be obligated to provide you with the replacement of the initial failed part. In this case, adjacent damaged parts are collateral damage and are not covered under the warranty. Warranty and collateral damage are not the same thing. It's prudent to ensure specificity around what is actually covered under the warranty and any additional collateral damage coverage so as to avoid costly hidden repairs. Tip number 9, annual and aggregate caps. Great. So you've negotiated many of the benefits such as unplanned maintenance, warranty and collateral damage coverages, as well as performance guarantees with liquidated damages. Although individual caps are sufficient, such coverage is governed by an annual cap, which may severely restrict the realization of such benefits. Service providers commonly utilize deductibles, limits, and aggregate caps as a strategy to mitigate risk. And finally, tip number 10, escalation. Seems like a small thing and may only be a sentence or two in a large contract. However, this can lead to significant costs down the road. Escalation clauses can be eliminated, capped, fixed, or off an index, or even a combination thereof. The goal is for you to ensure that an LTSA stays competitive over the term and does not drift out of market due to inaccuracies in escalation value or inflation assumption. So, you can reduce the cost and risk when considering such common provisions found in LTSAs. However, service providers have a distinct advantage in that they are constantly negotiating agreements and honing their expertise. They have a holistic market view and take best practices from one negotiation into another, maximizing profits while minimizing risk. On the other hand, you may negotiate an agreement once every few or several years. Contracting LTSA negotiation expertise at the initial phase of a commercial process will, at a minimum, level the playing field, improving the outcome of the negotiated agreement. Further, such support can significantly improve the future competitiveness of the underlying power assets for years to come. Thanks for listening. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and we'll speak soon. Bye.